Here we live. Oh shit. Oh, I gotta put it in. Probably makes sense if we put the link in the description.
Could help. Possibly, potentially.
Gustav, if you are trying to come on. I know there's 14 people in the group. The link is in the chat, guys. Jump on in. We're going to let everybody in like 2 or 3 minutes once we get everyone rocking and rolling. So come on in, join the waiting room. We'll get you rocking, we'll get you rolling. 17. Come on in, guys. Come on in, come on in, come on in if you want to come in. If you want to actually learn what to do and how to do it, come on in. What's going on with you anyway? Where have you been all day?
Who, me?
No, you're the only person in this room.
My internet's cutting in and out. I don't know if you're talking to me. Where have I been all day? I've been at home. I've been into town. I've been here, there, everywhere. All over the gaff.
Gustav, come on in, join the waiting room. We're going to let you all in like 2 minutes, guys. If you're watching this live, come on in. Say hello. Me and Adam don't bite.
Not straight away, anyway.
Let me meet you all.
Yes.
Stuff.
There everybody is. Let's see if this works.
So come on in, say hello. We're gonna get going in like 3 minutes, maybe, or maybe 8. Who knows? If you are on Facebook, guys, come on in. There's no point watching on Facebook. Don't be a creepy crawler. Don't be a creepy crawler. Come on in. Let us say hello to you. Don't be a weirdo looking on Facebook.
Hello, Bill. I'm probably
Preston,
still going to be.
how are you, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Other than beating my team up, I'm all right.
Yeah, sometimes we need that.
All is good. All is good. How are you doing?
Busy.
Yeah, good stuff. We see some common faces, which I love to see. Hello, everybody. What's going on with you all? Anyone, any wins they want to share? Anything they want to ask? Anything that we want to do before we get going? If again, last time, if you're on Facebook, there's 21 people on Facebook. Come on in, guys. Stop being weirdos. Come on in. We don't bite. That's if you want to. If you don't want to come in, no one really cares. All right. Anyone, any wins? Who's got some wins?
I got a win.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, just finished a call, paid in full, 10,000.
Stuff. Love it.
And interestingly, he said quite a few of the things you said to me made me really think. And one of the things you said to me was, do you still want to be thinking about this in 4 years' time?
Oh, right.
Because I used one of your questions. How long have you been thinking about being a coach?
Yeah. What do you pick up off that? Can I ask, Nikki? Without being too intrusive. Just give me a range.
Oh, commission?
10%. So you just made $1,000 today from one phone call.
Power call, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit long.
Yeah.
Also, as his wife, he was great. He was ready to sign after about 30 minutes, but his wife was a wall breaker. And she didn't want to do it live. She wanted me to send her a link. She wanted to see the agreement, but we eventually got it done. And that's why it took an hour.
Yeah.
It's all paid, agreement signed. And
yeah. I don't know about you, but you tell me another thing where you can come learn from something for free and go out and make $1,000. I don't know. Can you do that? Yeah. So well done, buddy. Proud of you. Good stuff.
Thank
Ronnie,
you.
Happy?
Yeah, I am.
Yep.
I'll be celebrating tonight.
Yeah. open the wine. As Conor McGregor used to say, get the red panties out, baby. We made it. Good stuff. Anyone else? That makes me proud though, Nick, to be quite honest with you. That makes me really, really proud to know that you've given me your time. You've allowed me, you know, to help you. And I don't get a lot out of it on it. And just pride to know that, you know, you went out, action did, put it into play, and you just made money. You know, that means a tremendous amount to me. So thank you for sharing, buddy. But also thank you for continuously coming. I appreciate you coming, you know, and I appreciate the work that you do. So big thank you.
Well, I'm all in, Bill. You know, what I've seen from you so far is incredible. And you know I'm gonna be a paying client very soon. Can't believe what I've got for free.
There you go. Anyone else? Anyone else got any wins? It may not be just in sales. It may be that you're trained. It may be that you're looking after yourself physically, mentally, emotionally. I don't really mind. Wins go across the board for me. It's not just making money, guys. That's something that you probably hopefully see from me. You got to be able to take the kids to school. One of my guys, Aaron Canlas, and he hates when I put him on show. His big goals is he doesn't want to make all the money in the Western world. He just wants to make enough money, which means that he can be the dad that he wants to be, which means that he can take his kids to school, which means he can pick them up, which means he can go to their trainings, which means they can go to their camps, means they can do whatever the hell he wants. And that to me is everything, you know, because all your goals are going to be different. All your goals are completely individual. Okay. So what my goals are going to be completely different than Jorge or Peter's or this or that or everyone else. So you just got to do what's right for you. And that's the key. All right. So if you're on, Kyle, Fred, Amir, Preston, let's get some cameras on, guys, if we can. And let's get training. I'm gonna show you all something that I want you all to see. Something that allows all my guys to make a tremendous amount of money. And it's the biggest single objection in the entire market. Does anybody know what it is? What is the biggest objection in the market? And I've done the research, so someone come and let me know. What do you think?
Think about it.
Yeah, got on it in one. Yeah, it's to think about it. Which actually, what actually is that, guys? If you've listened to me for a good bit of time, what is a think about it objection?
It's a no.
But it's a smokescreen. It's actually not an objection. And I'm going to show you why. And I'm going to give you my word for word process to overcome it in about 37 seconds. But I am also going to show you why I overcome it like this and the psychology behind why it makes sense. All right. Does everybody want to see that? Or do we just want to sit here and talk? Yeah. Or does everybody
Get
just
to it.
get to it? Right. Who said get to it?
That's your boy here, Jorge. Let's get this dog hunting, sir.
I don't dance to the beat of the drum anymore. So I'm being very, very polite with you by not blowing up on you. Right, let's go mute, and I'm going to show you all. If you're on live, let us know. On Facebook, let me know that this is the biggest objection that you get. If not, that's also fine. If not, show me your biggest objection. We may have some time to show you what to do, but if not, let's get rocking, and I'll show you exactly what needs to happen. Okay, so this is how it comes, right? This is what all you guys are getting. If you're getting this, put a 1 in the chat. If you're getting this, put a 1, put a 2, put yes, I am in the Facebook group, please. Okay. So let me think about it. Let me sleep on it. Let me get back to you. Keep putting the 1 in the chat, guys. So I know we're all active and we're all listening. Let me get back to you. Let me sit on it for a day. Let me sleep on it tonight. Let me meditate and ask my God. Let me ask the wife, let me go back with you, let me do whatever the fuck I need to do on planet who gives a fuck. That's ultimately how it comes, right? Does anybody get to think about it in any other way? No, I wouldn't imagine so. Okay. First thing we say, but let me ask you this, what is this? Can someone come off mute and tell me what this actually is? What does it look like to you guys?
Apprehension?
Okay, what else do you think it is?
Fear.
Fear, okay. What else?
Unsure.
What else do we think it is?
Smoke screen.
Smoke screen?
Money,
Yeah, money. Yeah,
fear,
yeah.
partner.
What they have basically just said to you is the word no.
No.
That's it. That's exactly what they've just said. Yeah. If you break it back to fucking simple, stupid words, that's ultimately what it is. It's a fancy word of saying no. Okay. And in their brain, what has happened? Can anyone tell me that? Can anyone tell me when they get an objection? What is going on in that person's brain? Peter, what do you think, buddy? If you're on Facebook Live, let us know in the chat. I'll get one of my team to respond to you. What do you feel is going on when that person says no?
They shut down. They said no to themselves. So we have to pull them back in and get small yeses, right?
Yeah, they've just basically said the word no, and they've just basically shut down, which means that it's flight or fight. Yeah, Daniel Lang got it. It's fight or flight from here now, which means that they're trying to push away from pain, which means that they're uncomfortable, which ultimately means that they're afraid, which means that there's fear, which means that there's insecurities. So now we got to pierce it. Now we got to get after it. First thing we say, okay, because most of you are going to go from this. Let me think about it. And then you're going to go and try and ask for $10,000, just like Nikki's done off the free trainings, or you're going to ask for $100,000. And you're trying to get someone from a flat line low to a fucking massive investment. You're just not going to do it, guys. Okay. This is why we train like this. First thing we say, take this thing out of the conversation, because ultimately what that person is waiting for you to do is fight. They're waiting for you to push back. They're waiting for you to slap them in the mouth. They're waiting for you to question why it's a no. Have any of you ever said something like, what do you mean? Let me think about it. Have any of you ever said, well, what do you need to think about? What do you need to think about? Have any of you ever said something like that? Put a one in the chat. Let me know what you guys say. If you're on Facebook, let me know what you would normally say. When someone says to you, yeah, let me just think about it. What do you need to think about? What's there to think about? That's what you guys are saying. What I want you to do, first thing we do is take this thing out of the conversation. Get back onto the same path. Get back onto the same place where you know that you're going to be able to help this person. Okay? Straight up. Yeah, that's not a problem. No issue whatsoever. I can completely understand that the word is no. Completely respect it. Completely agree that you need to think about it. Not a problem whatsoever. What am I ultimately doing right there, guys? Jorge, come on, buddy. You're very vocal. What are we doing there? Come on, let me put you on the spot.
What we're doing is we're kind of like agreeing with them, so it puts the guard down, right? So then that way it allows you to continue the conversation without it's no longer fighting anymore, right?
Fantastic. Absolutely spot on, buddy. Yeah. Have you ever said to someone in your life, like you've always kind of pushed away and someone has actually come with you and you can feel the stress drop out of your body. You can actually feel the stress come out of your mind. Have you ever said no to somebody and waited for that fight or flight, waited for that person to say, what are you talking about? No. Why is it a no? When they don't respond like that, you initially just cool down. You initially come out of that fucking mentality, but also the Adam, what's that fucking fight or flight neuro fucking my head has gone blank.
Sympathetic nervous system.
Correct. Yeah. What's the fucking fight or flight? It's not serotonin because that's what we use when we sleep. What is
Adrenaline.
Yeah.
Cortisol.
Cortisol. There we go. So it completely reduces in your body. It completely puts you back into a position where you come back to normal levels. You actually get a little bit of tiredness. The reason you do get tired is because your body's getting ready to fight. Have any of you ever been in a fight? Have any of you ever thrown some slaps, thrown some punches? What happens after you have a fight? You're just completely drained. The fight could have lasted 14 seconds, right? Because you all probably got beaten up, Jorge. But what ultimately happens, is your body is getting ready to prepare, getting ready to defend itself, which means it completely exhausts your entire energy levels. Okay, that's what happens here. So when that person comes back to normality, they ultimately are tired. Okay, that's what we're doing. Can I ask, in your own opinion, before you do go away and think about this or sleep on it or mull it over, do you feel this actually can get you to 10K a month, or like, how do you feel? Why would I say that, Rashad? Why would I say something like, in your own opinion?
Because you want to get their thoughts on what's going on at the moment and not just box them into two different answers. You want to leave that space so that way they can actually explain what's going on in their mind so you can get a better understanding.
Sure. Do you have an opinion in your life? Do you have an opinion of what you want and where you want to be and how you want to live your life? Of course you do. Everyone has it. I always say your opinion is just like your arsehole. Everyone has one. Yeah, but it's how you use it, which is going to put you in a position of thriving or obviously falling away. Everybody has an opinion. You ask somebody their opinion, they're more than happy to fucking tell you, correct? And if you ever fight with your wife or your husband, yeah, what happens when they want to give you your opinion, their opinion on things? They're like so vocal about it, aren't they? Yeah. So I always want to give that space to allow that person to tell me what the hell is going on. But I also want to do this. Why would I say feel instead of think?
Emotional.
Okay. Kyle, what do you think? Why do we say feel instead of think? Oh, you're muted, buddy. Go for it.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can, buddy. Why do we say
Sorry,
feel
buddy.
instead of think?
Well, you don't want them to think about if it'll work for them.
Yeah. The reason why we don't want them to think, because what I don't want them to do is logically think. Where do you feel
Right.
from? Does anybody know where we feel from and where do we think from?
Different parts of the brain.
Yeah. Where do we feel? Does anybody know where we feel? If you're not a cone stole killer, where do we feel from? We feel from your chest, your heart, your stomach, your this is where your emotions are. This is where your thought process is. This is where logic is coming from. Okay. So you feel has to come all the way up from here, which if you ask somebody, hey, do you feel like this can actually work? They will instantly take a second to respond. Why? Because it's not from the brain. They literally have to go all the way down through their system to actually get the understanding of, do I feel this in my soul? Do I feel it in my heart? Do I feel this in my stomach? Have any of you ever been in a position where someone says to you, do you feel it in your heart? Have you ever been to school where someone says, like, sing from your heart, sing from your stomach? Feel this in your heart, feel this in your stomach. Have you ever been to singing school, or any of you ever done anything like that? No? No, we're all just fucking sales professionals that don't do anything other than make sales. Cool. Fucking what a crowd. So what I mean by all that
I
is,
feel from my heart, Bill, all the time.
yeah, I know you're constantly peppering me with messages. Hey Billy, I love your hats. Hey Billy, I love your smile.
I love your ginger beard, my man.
Yeah, I love you. I love you. Okay, so you feel from your heart, you feel from your stomach, you feel from your emotions. I want that person to tell me where they feel. And do they actually feel, which is a deeper emotional connection to actually, do they believe I can get them to where they want to go? Once I get that, then that ultimately is what? Someone tell me in the chats, on Facebook, if you can. Adam, just keep an eye on those if you can, buddy. What are they ultimately doing when they say yes? Does anybody know? Yeah, no, I definitely feel a can. What is that? Does anybody know what that is?
It's a
Yeah.
small yes in their minds. So they
Yeah.
they start to go from no towards yes in their
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah. What else are they doing? Does anybody know? If you're on Facebook, let us know. Adam will shout it out. They're ultimately giving me permission to objection handle. That's what they're doing. Why? Because they've ultimately told me that what I do works. If they said no, then I would ask them, why do you feel it won't work for you? Then we're having that conversation. But if they say yes, they are literally opening up the door for me to go through. Until you get a yes, you don't deserve the right to go and try an objection handle. And this is why I see so many people that don't get confirmation that what you do works, trying to objection handle logistic thinking, and they go through fear analogies, they go through this hook and that hook and this fucking reframe. And before you know it, you're like, he doesn't even know, can it actually get to where you want to go? Like, what are you objection handling? There's no leverage. There's no hook. There's no nothing there. He hasn't actually explained to you, he or she hasn't actually explained that what you do is going to get them to where they want to go. They haven't given you the permission. So I want you to always think of this, guys. This is permission. Yeah, no, I definitely feel it can. That's permission to push on. Why do you feel it can? Like, what is it that makes you feel it that actually can get you to where you want to go? Why do I say things like can and will instead of would, could, should? Peter, don't shout it out because I know you fucking know. You've done everything.
I was just gonna.
I know you are. Why do I say can and will? Why do I have those certain words? Someone tell me.
You want to build certainty?
Certainty, yeah, positivity. Let me know in the chats on Facebook, guys. Let them know. The reason why we say can and will instead of could you, should you, would you, will you, maybe, possibly, potentially, blah, 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 is because at the end of the day, when you're objection handling, what does somebody need?
It's like confirmation or like
Certainty and confidence.
certainty. Yeah, that's a good one.
They need certainty. But let me tell you this, when you're objection handling people, they need a leader. They need someone to fucking guide them through the fears, the uncertainties, the limitations, the scaredness, the anxiousness, the, I suppose, feelings of fight or flight, that gut reaction. They need people to fucking stand up. They need people who have done this hundreds of times to be able to say, I got you, you're safe, you're in secure hands, I know where we're going, and I believe that I can get you to where you want to go. That is a leader. That is why I made a tremendous amount of sales in my career. Okay, that's why you're all here. Okay, you didn't all come here because I'm beautiful and that you want to hang around me for half an hour. You all came here because I'm a leader. Whether you want to agree to it or not, whether people think that's egotistical, I don't really mind. That ultimately is why people are here. That's a curse and it's a blessing. Because if you're a leader, then you stand on your own. Okay, so you got to be leaders. You got to be able to handle people's fears and limitations and hesitations. This is what's going to get you paid, but this is going to allow you to help a tremendous amount of people. And that is why you're in sales. Okay. Okay, sounds good. So can I ask, buddy, when you do go and think about this, what is coming up for you that makes you want to do so? Just to see if I can actually help with it. What I'm asking you to do in this capacity is I'm asking you to tell me exactly what the fears and the hesitation and what the real objection is. You do this properly, you will literally get to fear money or logistics. If you get a partner or you get time, you're getting 2 more smoke screens. This is what you want: fear, money, and logistics. Okay, that is ultimately the only objections that actually matter. All right. If you get fear, you're going to get a money in fear. If you get logistics, you're going to get money and logistics. Sometimes you can get it all. The only way you'll get it all, if someone has fear, let's say you have a 10K package, a 10K program, someone only has $4,000, and all they think is that you can only do 10,000 or they can't move forward. That's when you bring a payment plan out. That's when you would figure out the discussion of moving that person forward in a payment structure, whatever it may be. So that's how you would get that. If you do this consistently, properly, every single time when you get to think about it, you are going to get the real objection. And from there, you can overcome the real objection. Okay. A think about it is not a real objection. How do I know a think about it is not a real objection? Because what the fuck do I need to think about? What are they actually going away to, I suppose, go through their brain? It's either going to be, do I have the money? Logistically, am I going away on holidays? Can I actually invest this? Is the fear too much? How do I know if this is going to get me to where I want to go? I'm scared of moving forward. Those are the only actual objections you're going to get in any of objection handling process. Okay. Let me ask you this. From starting right here, how long do you think that would take you if you do it properly? I've actually timed this just to let you guys know, and I like do it.
Like 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Who else? When I timed this, just to let you guys know, it took me 37 seconds to get the real objection. 37 fucking seconds, not minutes. Okay. Or hours. Like some of you guys will have. 37 seconds. Because it's a very simple process, isn't it? First thing you say, very, very simple. Yeah, it's not a problem. Can I ask, in your own opinion, like before we do go and think about this and kind of sleep on it, do you feel it can get you there? Yes. What do you feel it can? Boom, boom. Okay, when you do go and think about this, like what do you feel is coming off you that makes you want to do that? Just to see if I can actually help with it. No, it's just a lot of money. Gone. Now I'm into money. Now it's not an actual think about it, is it? Now we're having a money conversation. Yeah, no, I just have to go away and speak to my partner. Yeah, I can definitely respect that. When you do go and speak to your partner, like, what do you think you guys are going to think about and speak on? Just to see if I can actually help with that. And I'm giving this one away for free. Yeah, we just have to go away and look at eggs. That's what you're going to get, correct? Please, someone tell me different. No, you won't, because that's, I know what happens. I've done this thousands of times. Okay? Because here's the truth, right? If someone gives you a think about it, this is the analogies that I want you to think of, and this is what I want you to contextually understand. If I reach my hand out to Rashad Hawkins, who's in quicksand, okay, and you're dropping every single second, and I said, here's my hand, my friend. This is the last chance you have to get pulled out of this quicksand before your big head goes underwater or goes under the sand. You're not going to turn around and say to me, let me think about it. Why are you not? Because the consequence of you actually thinking about it and not acting is that you're going to die. Correct? So that's what I want you to think of when you get to think about it, objection, because it's actually not the real objection. Okay? Get the real reason and overcome that. You do that, you'll make a tremendous amount of money. All right? Does all that make sense? Party boys and girls? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy? Yeah? What I want you all to do is, if you have any questions, come let me know in a second. What I want you all to do is actually go away and use it. Go away, use it, and tell me that you've used it and show me that you've made your money. That's all I ask. Okay? Any questions on any of that? Anything you guys are struggling with? Anything that you want to ask? Please do let me know. It's a very simple process. There's no mindset here. There's no fucking wah wah woo woo. There's no like tonality or rapport. That's all done. All done and dusted if that's what you're aiming for. This is just straight action, straight advice, straight plug and play. Okay? Anyone have any questions on any of that?
Straight to it, man.
Pretty straightforward, isn't it? If you are on Facebook, if you have any questions, come let us know. Adam will read them out. Does all that make sense? Paul, I haven't seen you before, buddy. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
What do you sell? What do you do?
Fitness offer.
A fitness offer. Okay, when someone says, yeah, there's a lot of money, I just need to go away and think about it. What do you do?
Yeah, that's not a problem. Before you go and you think about it, in your opinion, does this make sense in order to get you to X goal?
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
Okay, and what do you feel it makes? Like, what do you feel how do you feel we can help you there? Like, I messed it up.
You did? Yeah.
Yep.
You asked that question properly on that exact point in the next portion, which is, okay, like, what do you feel is actually the key to getting you to where you want to go, do you feel? Something verbiage around that, you will literally get, well, I think the training is really important. I think the nutrition is really important too, but also the coaching and the accountability. Okay, I definitely respect that. And thank you for sharing that. Can I ask though, so when you do go away and, you know, think about this, like, what do you feel is coming off you that makes you want to do that? Just to kind of see if I can actually help.
Yeah.
1000% you will get, it's just a lot of money. I just need to run this past the wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah. Now you're having a money conversation, aren't you?
Exactly.
If you don't know how to overcome it to think about it, you're just literally chopping off your hand. How many, if I gave you all 10 calls, how many times would you get to think about an objection? Any of you? Jorge, Sean Matthew, Paul's is 4, Ligiana.
7 or 8.
7 or 8, yeah.
Half the time.
Yeah, 5, yeah. Anyone else? Daniel, how many times do you get it? Dave's phone. How many times do you get to think about an objection?
Regularly.
Yeah. So now you know how to overcome it. Now when you get a money and a fear and a logistics, and that's on you. I'm not giving you that. I'm not giving you that. Why would I not give you that? Because I can't feed Adam then if I give you that. I can't let Adam die over there. He consumes about 4,500 calories a day. That's a lot of feeding, guys. All right. Anyone, any questions before we bounce? That is literally 24 minutes. in and out, job done. This is how it works. This is what I do. Straight away, actionable advice. Not talking about my hair, not talking about how great I am or my great career in sales. Straight up, this is what we do. This is where we're at. This is what we're going to provide. This is what we're all about. Anyone, any questions? No?
How much?
Thanks, Bill.
Well, we've got four of them all there together. Go again.
You know what? So you know me, I work in car sales, and of course, I'm calling a lot of leads that actually inquired about vehicles. And sometimes they're like, "Well, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna get back to you."
Sure.
Before you even get anywhere in the process.
What do you mean the process? Before you even show them a car?
Yeah, because like I'm just calling on the phone, just saying what I can help them with.
That's cold calling, then, buddy. It's not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Different beast.
This is when you get an objection on the back end. That's a different beast, buddy. You know, which we know how to overcome too.
Wouldn't that be kind of a warm lead though, if they inquired about a vehicle?
Possibly. Yeah. Anyone, any other questions? No? Pretty straightforward.
In the course, do we learn the accent as well? Does that help close like 100% of the deals?
Actions? What do you mean?
No, your accent. Like, do we learn the accent as well?
My accent. Yeah, you got to pay extra for an accent.
Oh man, listen, I already got Adam's already given me his code to Rosetta Stone for the accents. I'm already working on it.
Yeah, well, one day, buddy, you could be as cool as us.
I mean, look, I'm already gonna dye my beard red. Step 1 done. Phase 2, make sure I can talk like this. Yeah.
You have a long way to go, as they say.
Oh man, all right, we'll work on it.
All right, guys, I'm out. I got no more. That's it. You got all my juice. Take it and leave it, or not. As always, I respect and value all of you.
Thanks, Bill.
If there's a way where you guys want to know more about what we do and how we do it, please do let us know. We're more than happy to explore those options with you guys. We do have a process at the moment. We are raising our prices, our investment. The reason being is because we push out 8 fucking testimonials a day. We bring people from 5K to fucking 20K in 24 days. So I'm getting paid and my team are getting paid. Why? Because you guys are getting paid. So that's how it works. All right. If you want to join, absolutely brilliant. If not, keep coming, keep learning like Nicky Boy, and you will get paid. Hang around the right people long enough, guys, you will get paid. There's a great saying, I think Denzel Washington said it. If you hang around the barbershop long enough, you will get a haircut. Yeah. So there you go. All right, I got to bounce. Behave yourselves. Good luck. Bye-bye.